Alright, well, hey, I'm almost done with this guy. I just wanted to give you all a quick update on where I'm at with this guy. This is Luke Skywalker from Star Wars. I mean, this is Boba Fett. But this is the talking figure from the Disney store. I got this one last year. Uh, Sprayed it black. This kind of sat on my bench probably for about a good 8 months before I was able to start working on this again. But a couple of weeks ago, a gentleman came by and took our giant Millennium Falcon and placed this guy on order, paid for him in full. So I've had to put him on along with a few other projects. This guy has been on the forefront of what I've been working on here uh, pretty tirelessly. Anyway, tooting my own horn, but I've got a few more details, a few more washes to put on the gloves, down here, right here, down here. I need to finish off his shoes, but today I added the cloth cape. This figure originally came with a. It was just a piece of molded plastic that you can actually see was mounted right there, and now I've got this cape in there, and it's pretty snug. I've got a staple in here, and it's also been secured right here at this point with some glue. uh, Probably a couple of layers of my fingerprint is right at the edge of here too, because I use super glue, and that stuff is pretty unrelenting when it comes to making a bond with your own skin. So tape has been pulled out of the gun. A few. This has actually been sealed with a flat sealer. I'm gonna come back over. I'm gonna touch up the helmet with a satin, and then go in here. Ooh, excuse me. I'm gonna get in here with a coat of Future and try to get a nice little gloss on that, uh, and hopefully offset from what what everything else looks like. But let me give you the full 360. The only thing that I changed about this figure was the cape. Cape looked terrible, and originally it was suggestion by Model Man Tom. He also suggested that I change out the braids, but those would have been unruly as if they were real hair. Um, but again, let me just give you a shot of the shoulder pads. They are two different color yellows. I did see that in a few reference pics. So red gauntlets, as per Return of the Jedi. Also the gold, blue, and red jetpack, as you saw in Return of the Jedi, as opposed to the green one that he wore in Empire. Let me get you some detail on what I've done. All this has been hand painted. There's no airbrushing, no real tricks here. Just all brushwork. Have to get in there with some black. Oh, where's my finger? Have to get in there with some black right here in these little recesses. Need to add some black, or I need to add a wash right here in this area, just to kind of bring out, come on, the depth. And it's gonna not focus, of course. There it goes. So yeah, a little bit of a wash in here just to bring out the low lights. What else have I got? Shoes have to be done, but he will be ready tomorrow, probably about 11 o'clock. I'm going to invite the gentleman who bought him out to come out and actually come out and give him a final inspection before he takes him home. If there's anything that he wants to change, that will be the time to do it. But hopefully, this guy's going to be pretty set. I'm going to go through my checklist one last time tomorrow, make sure that I got all the details. I'm going to give him the once over with the fine tooth comb. Again, just to make sure I've got all the details, everything looks alright. If there's any color that got on anything else, that's when I have to touch it up before it goes home with this guy. And excuse me. So yeah, that's where I'm at with Boba Fett. Ooh, I almost knocked him down. Let me get him out of the way and bring the next project up. This is the old NPC speeder bike. I'm still working on the figure, but I just wanted to give you all a rundown of what the speeder bike itself looks like. As we know, it's next to impossible to get those handlebars lined up perfectly, but that is probably as good as it's going to get for me. The vents here, I think I might have mentioned it before, they have never set this upright for me ever. I've built this kit maybe 12 times since I was a kid, and that's the first time I've ever gotten the vents here to sit this high up and not so tilted inward. So a few minor details that I need to add to this guy, but it will be ready probably this coming week. Ah, come on. And I still need to add some washes in here to bring out some of the low lights. I've got some dry brushing already done. And get some look at the bottom. But again, this is going to be ready next coming week. I've got one more complete kit available here in the shop that I will probably start, and I think I'm going to make that one a bit of a hot rod and kind of do a candy apple finish on it with some decals. Same with the figure. I'm not going to do him quite as Empire looking as I've done before. In fact, this is actually a totally different color from the last speeder bike that I did, but it was not quite the Endor version anyway. So what else have I got? Oh, this guy here. This is the tiny little Revell pocket kit. This is going to be part of a diorama that's going to include some asteroids. And before I do that, I need to tone down that red a lot. It just really sticks out in comparison to the gray paneling that I've got on here also. But yeah, I mean, it's just a little bit of touch up here and there. I may just kind of just lighten it up a little bit, but came out really dark. Anyway, so that goes there. So what else have I got? I've just added that cutaway Millennium Falcon to the stash. Well, actually, I mean, that's actually been added to the queue. A gentleman who ordered this speeder bike may be interested in this one, so that will be coming up soon. The progress has been made, and I don't have it here. Let me come around. This has got to be painted this week too, but this is the tiny little 2500 scale refit Enterprise, and it's already been base coated with silver, and now on top of that a nice pearl white. Again, just give it that iridescence that's present in the model. And I still have nacelles to do, but the next thing that is up with this guy is decals. I need to start making a lot more progress on this guy. This guy I've been stalled out a little bit, but I do have the figure painted. Okay, I think this is going to be a Starbuck figure. So that's where I'm at so far. I need to paint the gloves, paint the hands, and then add the decals to the jumpsuit. Add a bit of a lighter blue to the visor that on the helmet to make it look like it's glowing with a light blue. I don't know if I'll be able to paint the face in there, but I did add enough detail in there just to bring out some of the low lights on this guy. But more on this one later. In fact, this is going to be my next big project. I need to finish this up along with getting a couple of guns ready. We're working on Captain Mal's pistols. It's actually 2 of them in here, and a lot of cleanup necessary for these, and also Jane Cobb's sidearm, which is a big giant honking gun. But these will be I'll be addressing these probably this next coming week once I clear off a couple of these projects. I have to start working on the Enterprise Legacy set again. That's going to be paid for in full. And Michael, I appreciate your business. I appreciate your patience, and looking forward to having you come out again. We're going to be doing a short little workshop if you can make it out. Oh yeah, that was done this week too, but nothing special, just a wash. But guys, I'm running up on the 10-minute mark on this video, so I'm going to cut it short. too late for that, but I'm gonna cut it now at this point. But you guys have fun, take care, and peace out.